those of you who have maybe
In a
missed
moment.
the series up to the wait, hold on to that one in a few moments here. If you've missed games 1 through 4, I apologize because they were so sick. But we finally have game number 5. The winner of these closed qualifiers is about to be decided in the South American slot for Dream League Season 23. And, if there's any team that can do, if there's any like one hero or one player combo that has the effect, it's either Schofield Shaker or Dark Mago Pangolier. I feel like those are going to be the 2 heroes to watch this game.
Yeah, I'm also gonna keep an eye on K1 with the Alchemist, known to be an exceptional farmer, both the Alchemist and the player. So now the powers combined could be really scary off a strong laning stage. Big question to us: is Dawnbreaker enough to stop that?
I mean, that is a good question. In my heart, I'm like probably not. I don't think Dawnbreaker has like enough damage to shut down an Alk lane,
Hmm.
but she is an all-in hero. She's one of these heroes that like you want to try and trade your entire health bar for the enemy's entire health bar, and then you just send salves out. That's like the best thing you could possibly do on this hero. I don't know if it's going to be that easy playing into like KJ's Grimstroke because you either have Inkswell or Stroke of Fate to cause some problems here.
Hmm. Yeah, and the scary thing is like, I agree, you have to full commit, and that means we're full committing into Inkswell and Acid Spray and an unstable concoction. So you might attempt this full commit kill, and if you do not get it, the the turn potential is high. And if Alchemist is the guy picking up kills and you die, this lane could get out of control so quickly.
Yeah, 100% agree.
No, it's just unfair.
All right, excited to see how this one's going to go. We are finally into game number 5. Both teams smoking out, trying to get their wards placed. Dark Mago drops his, and Analog will do the same, pretty much on the same side, so we'll have good vision to play from the bottom side.
I'm not too surprised to see both teams mostly together. I'm praying for Analog's sake that he does not go to his top side, but we've seen these first bloods matter so much in the lanes, and I feel like here in game 5, you don't want to risk it. Everyone stick together. Analog's off on his own, but sticking close to his tower for now. They're kind of looking at him, though.
30 seconds to battle.
Like, could we go on this guy? They will see K1 as well, so they know the Alk is nearby, and he might be the one that just walks into the high ground here. We'll have to be very, very careful. I mean, they have a general idea of where the Radiant are. Yeah, you can see the line being
Let's
drawn from
do a
Grimstroke.
super wrap around.
Guys, if we go to our fountain, back to our tier 2 tower, we might catch them on the rune. Oh, Dark Mago, one of the few heroes that doesn't care all that much about getting fissure blocked, so feels safe like approaching that rune. And here we go. Dalai Lama likely to body block these creeps bottom lane. He wants this to go under the tower, wants to force these in.
Oh, see Grimstroke.
Yeah, they do.
Tease him,
And they've
KJ.
kept
Turn
the
around,
Luna
turn
here.
around.
Dude, he knows. He's like,
Yes!
it's not worth it. It's not worth walking up there.
I think this is super next. I bet he did this intentionally. It's like, look, guys, they'll wait for me, and then, haha, I'll just turn around, and I'll TP to the lane.
He's taking a lot of damage here. Schofield never really had a fissure angle to block him off, but they might just do it now. Yep. With the Ion Shells, trying their best to burn him down, and that is first blood immediately for Dalai Lama. Well, oh well. I did say Schofield Shaker, one of those few hero combos that, or player hero combos, you have to be very wary of. Sick plays.
The great start for the Darkseer. He's actually getting headdress first. That's really interesting.
It kind of makes sense. I like being able to try and win the regen battle against this, and you're going to be cutting a lot of the time as well if the lane starts to go bad. I thought he might go for an early boost to get to his mana boots, but
Yeah,
he still has plenty of regen to play with.
I guess so, yeah. Usually what I see is just a bunch of mana from Darkseer because you just spam Ion Shells. But I guess he will be taking a lot of harass from Thunderstrike and like eventually the Glaze from Luna.
Man, that was like the best hard camp pull too. It was the trolls, so it just destroys those creeps. He's gonna take a decent amount of harass here as he's gonna try and make it under the tower. He does. Blood Grenade's gonna tick him down, but he has a salve to play with, so good patience there. He'll regen his way back through this as Schofield doing his best to tank this creep wave outside the tower. I like this bottom lane in every game has been the exciting lane. Like, it's always been this lane for some reason. We can talk a little bit about top.
I think you're right.
Yeah, right. It's like we can talk a little bit about top because we are going to start seeing the level 3s come out, and I think that's when the Dawnbreaker Batrider lane becomes very scary because you're going to have level 2 Celestial Hammer, level 2 Firefly, and those are probably what you're going to be trying to make kills around. But yeah, for now,
they did go for a little bit of aggression.
Quiet.
No, maybe just securing creeps with the Sinkswell. They did go for a little bit of aggression at level 2. Sacred had to buy some mangoes to make sure he has enough mana to go for another fight. And then I agree, like with this level 3 and possibly this Lotus here secured on Batrider, maybe they can look for something. Maybe that's why top's boring. K1 heavy farmer is like not looking for aggression.
Schofield coming in. They have a lot of damage onto MNZ. Can they finish him off? They're going to try. They have plenty of reach, and they get him. These 2 Ion Shells doing work. I mean, we talked about it, right? Like, he's just going to get another. He's trying to just finish chasing him. He pops the Fairy Fire. Schofield just tanking the tower, but the Ion Shell finishes him off, and now it's... Wait, Llama, careful, buddy. Yeah, this double lane is very scary. You actually need to be careful here on the Luna. Okay. Looking to see if they add any more regen, but they don't.
Yeah, some very nice kills for them. They do just need to heal up, and then as long as he doesn't die here and feed that lead away, they're in a pretty good spot down here.
Yeah, he's still got 2 mangoes and Surge available. The only way he dies if he gets glimpsed back after the Surge, right? So
yeah,
he'll be okay. Nice kill on the Courier there. That is K1's boots for this Alchemist, which is pretty scary. He's not a super fast hero. And you are against a Batrider Dawnbreaker, so you could potentially punish that while the Courier is dead. Well, they are definitely going to try to punish it. They're looking for KJ here. He doesn't have Firefly popped and gets him quite low, but Inkswell, of course, keeps him alive once again. They're looking for Yor here. They know he's in the trees. Okay, now they're just going to try and drag. They're a little bit afraid to get too aggressive here, it looks like, bottom lane. But this will force them under the tower, and I think that's actually what they want. Is Schofield, again, just going to look for your TP rotation in from Divine Llama, though. Or, I'm sorry, from Dark Mago, and that is what you're looking for. The Pango getting active early, punishing this over-aggression. Double kill now for MNZ. Massive influx of gold for him. He's got 550 gold.
That's huge. He was, last hit wise, he was like doing okay here, just dying a little bit, but yeah, you're like totally back on track thanks to the rotation from Pango. Didn't even miss that much in the mid lane in the meantime. He is a little bit behind the Death Prophet, but yeah, grabs himself level 6 here. He'll be fine. Maybe we can look to see him rotate again now that he has his ultimate. We've got the 6 heroes in mid as is standard at 6 minutes.
Well, Analog's just going to pop the Exorcism. Fissure will catch the Inkswell. Is it enough to finish the job? No. Pops the Lotus. He's okay. That means you got to get a lot of damage into the tower here. And, well, Glimp's going to continue to slow this down. The Catapult probably just going to die on the high ground. So first Exo, not a lot of success with at the moment. The even fourth the wave. Just trying to stall this out as long as possible.
It did secure an Invis rune for Pango, so he might be able to make a rotation with that later on. Just got to push us out, wait for Exorcism to make sure he doesn't lose that tower while he's gone.
All right. Pangolier once again not having the most farm right as like the 6-minute power rune comes out, but a hero that recovers incredibly fast and borderline impossible to take his tower early without killing him. So he's doing fine. Mana boot's done. Pops the invis. He's now gonna rotate, try and find some target here with this. He might walk right through a ward sentry though. Is the only thing that would backfire, and they are about to see him. So they know exactly what's going on here.
Run!
Oh, he knows.
He got attacked by a creep. He knows, yep. He knows this is the guy he wants to, K1. This Alk is what you're worried about. Spots Alk going bottom thanks to their own observer. He's going to give chase. But I don't think they're going to find anything here.
They just surge everyone out. They're like, nope, don't be here. This was like the only safe area K1 could have gone. It is, however, a very worthy rotation because you are slowing down his farm in some capacity, but he just walks over and finds a stack in the jungle instead. Well, Dark Mago. First Rolling Thunder canceled. Second Rolling Thunder canceled. Third Rolling Thunder canceled. Oh, he gets it off just barely. Nicely done. All right, you should be able to pick up the Shaker here. Good attempts from Schofield, but this kill is going to go to MNZ, his third of the game now. Dawnbreaker's coming in at the rune. Well, he was. I don't know where that... What? Oh, he got silenced by KJ. Very nice.
Alk finally picked off by Dark Mago. Chased him across the map. Snipes him in the mid lane. Immediate rotations bottom.
Yours just, like if he gets this glimpse, Llama is dead.
1 second.
Well,
wait, his teammates are ready.
MNZ and Michael were not there in time, and now Schofield looking to just chase down Disruptor won't do it. All right, they'll give it up.
This Luna's really farmed. I think we saw this before.
Specifically MNZ's Luna before, where he one-shotted a Disrupt or a Shadow Demon like with a single Lucent Beam.
Yeah, so they're gonna start thinking about this Luna. On one hand, like, oh, we gotta give Alk space, but him farming and like Luna at this point is so farmed, she won't keep up necessarily. Like Alk will surpass her, but it won't be in a fully meaningful way, I think. So you're gonna have to.
Some time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to slow her down somehow. Rotations down here to take the tower is a good start.
Yeah, first EXO was a little bit less than ideal at the rune there, and now, wow, my voice is starting to really hate me. It's been 5 really good games, you know. What can you do? Yeah, I mean, first EXO less than ideal, so they get the second one through, grab a tier 1 bottom. That's good stuff.
And Dark Mago saw all of them down there too, so he's like, you know what? If Alk's here farming, no one can stop me. Just walks in, can't kill the Elk, but just swashbuckle, kills the camp. K1's farming. It was a stacked camp too. Just stole everything. So K1, he's not having the free time. Like 4,000 net worth at 10 minutes. That's pretty sad for an Alchemist. He even felt like he had to get Talisman of Evasion first to continue to live. And that's when you know things are rough.
Just something to put your net worth to good use, right? Because it's one of those things that's like saving out for Sacred Relic feels really bad because you're just waiting for 3,400 gold. Talisman Evasion, not the best casual item by any means, but
if it keeps you alive, it's better than saving all the way for the relic, right?
Yeah.
But that's staying alive might be the name of the game for them. As it's only only a 1K lead, now 2K. That's pretty big against an Alchemist. All 3 top net worth spots for Starbacks.
How many times have we seen Dark Mago in this position?
How many times have we seen Pango in this position?
Or yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Pango specifically, but
Dark Mago, the guy who knows, hey, let's keep playing Pango.
He's got a Diffusal now on the way. Both teams trying to finish up some Ancient stacks, it looks like. It's a little bit slow for the Dire, but Divine Llama with plenty of points in that Ion Shell, and Schofield just helping him out, being a tanky body. He's not going to have as fast as a Blink Dagger as he had in the earlier game. I think he finished up at 13 minutes, but he's still not far away. He's about 1,000 gold. He'll get there soon.
Yeah, hasn't found as many early kills this game, but this is a much more normal timing anyways. Last game was
exactly
particularly good.
Dark
TPing mid, finished his level 6, so we could see a play with the supports and Pango. You'll have the Dawnbreaker ult to join in. You're going to smoke behind Dark Mago. Looking for the 12-minute rune. Gets an illusion. Let's keep looking.
In. Hey, he's just looking for stacks. He's like, oh, whatever. They might have stacks here. If they do, we'll clear them. I got team behind me. They have just hit level 6 on both of these supports.
Schofield, Shaker.
They're going to see him. Does he get the Thunderstrike, though? Does trap him in the kinetic field for now. But they aren't gonna really go aggressive here. Michael's looking for a lasso. That's the big one. Dude, the shield rune is still going. How long does this thing last? It feels like forever.
Yeah, it's actually forever.
Nice. Dude, you know, I actually played a game recently where I got the block of cheese. That item sucks. Holy heck. Illusion Rune to get out of the silence. But the Echo, it creates more illusions. Dawnbreaker's coming through. He needs to be able to get this Rolling Thunder off. Dark Mago. There's the Soulbind holding him down as well. The double concoctions from K1 doing work. And Sacred next on the chopping block here, trying to heal up through this, but chopped down once again by the Death Prophet. Now Michael up onto the high ground, trying to get away. Surrounded by heroic heroes. Stroke of Fate slowing him up, trying to TP to safety. He makes it. That is a great fight from Heroic and a much needed one, honestly. Dark Mago getting really cocky on the Pango there.
I think Earthshaker misclicked. He wanted to TP to go catch the Bat Rider, but he TPs from one side of the outpost to the other side. I think he was aiming for the tier 2 tower instead. Okay. Like you said, yeah, still a huge fight, although didn't get to use his ult earlier, so you can come in here and try to get something out of it. But Death Prophet is not an easy hero to kill, especially with this Kaya Sange already done. When
you bring the rest of the team in, nice mech from Divine Llama, and they will finish him off. Inhibit here on the KJ. Fissure not able to block him off, but it does at least isolate for the rest. The swashbuckle damage is insane! Michael burning them up, as well as MNZ coming in with this Eclipse. Schofield will survive, but another swash from Dark Mago to secure KJ on the run, trying to get away from the Luna. Last time, they didn't have him. This time they do, and Divine Llama trapped in the cage here from the Disruptor. A much cleaner fight from a Starbucks is now they get Alchemist as well. Oh boy. They're like, that was just a fraction of our power. We have a Luna who is very strong.
All right, from a good fight for Heroic, now a Starbacks.
That was a dieback on Grimstroke.
What, really? Oh, yeah. Such a short time because it's so early in the game. All right, good return fight. I feel like that just brings us back to where we were just a moment ago before we thought Heroic was making a comeback there.
Yeah, MNZ is really strong. He's 10,000 net worth here at 15 minutes into the game. That is like Alchemist levels of net worth. So he's having a great time. Closing in on a BKB as his next item is going to make it even more difficult to take fights against him. Yor has done some sick stuff on the Disruptor as well. Ended up finding like 2 extra kills in that fight because of it. One of the reasons we've seen the Raptor start to show back up.
It's really fit the play style of the games we've seen here. It's like get ahead, stay ahead. Glimpses, really good for that.
Well, this is the blink reveal here from Schofield. Analog also finishes up Kai Sange. They're looking for something. Any hero to walk into the mid lane. It's just going to be Michael here on the Bat Rider. The blink to follow it up. They get the chain stuns. He should die, and he will. They do trap the Llama for the moment. Bottom lane is an Arcane Rune. They're pinging this one out. They're going to give it on over to Analog. Dark Mago has amplify damage, though. That's spooky.
half done.
Luna just scouting with these illusions. Bunch of extra night vision, of course, just trying to figure out where these heroes are. All right, Alk has gotten some space, and now that he has the Radiance, he is catching up, and he's close to his own BKB. So Alchemist will be a pretty major issue at around that 20-minute mark, where he probably has a second item on top of it, and he's queued up the Assault Cuirass and the Blink Dagger. I think it's pretty reasonable he'll have BKB Blink Dagger by 20 minutes at this point.
Yeah, and this team has some good wombo combo potential. The Vacuum Wall into Echo Slam. You could even have Inkswell going on top of like an Alchemist with Radiance if he's there too. So they are down 3K, but they still got a shot. They got to be careful about the fights they take. That's why they've been so careful with the smokes and trying to see what they can find. Because I mean, if you do bleed kills, it's getting worse and worse. So they have to find a nice team fight and not give up another one right after that.
I think they saw this smoke barely, or at least they half scouted the smoke here to the top lane. One thing I will notice, Sacred has a Blink Dagger, which is just not what I expected this Dawnbreaker to go to. Yor, good ward placed here in the triangle. They have some good deep vision, but mid lane, there's the Blink, the Echo catches the Pango. The follow-up from Sacred isn't enough to keep him alive, but the Disruptor, he's doing his best. It's not enough. Pango will fall. Analog on the backside with this Arcane Rune. Exo running, trying to chase down Michael, and honestly, a super scrappy fight from Heroic. Yor, no chance of escape. Fizrat from Schofield to cancel that one. And that's what you're looking for on this early Blink.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structure.
Got to get themselves a tier 1 tower 2 now to start to get some of the map back. They've been playing on the back foot this whole time. So even things up. That gives Alchemist time to finish his BKB as well. So we might see him join the next one. He's got a Blink in the queue next, so maybe one more item.
Luna's coming mid. They actually want to fight. Sacred goes in, goes for the stun, does a ton of damage on over to the Shaker. Eclipse comes out. There's the wall. That'll put a stop to this chase. It's a one for your mid. I mean, you get Shaker for your mid tower, but you're pretty happy about the state of your game, I think, if you're Heroic now.
Yeah, they were pushing it. They were almost sticking around just a bit too long there, but getting out with the tower, only losing Earthshaker. I think you'll be okay with that. Let's see, what is Darkseer getting? Guardian Greaves, Veil, working on a Shiva's. So if they do find a really big combo, I mean, that damage will be nuts.
Yeah,
a little surprised he maybe doesn't want to blink to make sure he gets the Luna. But I guess she's already got her BKB. Shaker. Yeah, I guess so.
JJ gets the D ward. Good read. He knew about that one from earlier. Deep ward placed behind the tier 2 top as Luna is going to get to work on this tower. She's closing in on her phylactery. Has her BKB Manta done. Mid lane. Dark Mago needs to be very careful again. He's going to get found, and the damage just from Analog. Another Exo coming out. Not to mention he has Whisper of the Dread. Dude, he is just shredding through these heroes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mid Echo to make sure they get that kill, but I think it's a good call because Dawnbreaker wants to follow up with her ultimate. Luna, obviously not an initiator, so as long as you're killing Pango, you're giving yourself more space for this Alchemist to catch up. He has been unbothered for the last, I'd say like 5 minutes, and now they're even thinking about doing Roshan with the remaining Exorcism.
This was a sick TP because he had a regen rune, and I'm pretty sure with this plus Alk, it's not that difficult. They scan this on the Radiant, but they're just too late to this. Down to about a quarter HP. Schofield positions very well on the high ground.
Without the Exorcism.
Oh, you are right, but yeah, it expires. Michael has no blink for another second. Could find a lasso. Glimpse will pull back Schofield. That's at least a good target to bring that one home. There's the lasso, finds the Death Prophet. A really nice ult from the Disruptor as well. They just collapse on top of Heroic. And the question is, can you get more? No chance you're out of that one, KJ. That's 4 kills. A fantastic turnaround. Is Starbucks, they lose the Roche, but they pick up a gold mine in terms of kills. They get a Wisdom Rune. They're taking the enemy Tormentor. You're going to get a tier 1 tower.
Oh my God.
That is a ridiculous amount of gold. Okay, Michael almost died. That was funny.
I think Heroic needed to sacrifice someone. I think Schofield needed to like run in to buy 2 seconds for everyone else to finish Roche and run. Because once they get caught at the Roche, it's just too hard with the glimpse plays, everything like that to get out. And they end up bleeding 4 kills. Hard to know you need to do that kind of stuff, though.
Too.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes in, goes for a lasso. He's like, if I die, I die. But I've lassoed an important hero. And it just set up for all the vision that they need for the rest of them to walk in.
And then a good disrupt roll prevents the vacuum wall from ever coming out.
Yeah, that was sick, actually. I forgot it was the Darkseer in there. Well, they got the enemy Tormentor. They're going to take their own Tormentor. They have their own Wisdom Rune. MNZ is becoming a massive problem. He's got his Chrysalis. He's on his way to his Conda. Sacred gets the Shard. One of the better ones. You hate to have to buy this early on Dawnbreaker, but now his Blink Dagger is super valuable with the Shard.
Yeah, and you also dodge the Bat Rider Shard. You somehow give it to Disruptor Dawn.
Yeah,
very
that's
happy with
true.
that. What's Alchemist going for? He's working on an AC.
I mean, he needs it. This Luna's physical damage is about to be seriously problematic. She is 1,000 gold away from the Conda. She is almost to her 20 talent. Seemingly, these two always line up. And yeah, we're gonna see a Lucent Beam just like one-shotting, a Grimstroke potentially again. So.
Yeah. He did pick up a Dragon Scale, so he's got 5 extra armor.
They got
from his
Vision of
neutral item
K1.
as well.
Blink Lasso. Dark Mago to follow it up. The Chain Stun, is it there? He has an ult, but a BKB and an Aegis will be at the ready for his second life. The Chain Stuns into the Eclipse. K1, no shot! Oh, and they're looking for more. Analog on the backside has a Shield Rune. Divine Llama wants to get a good back wall. A good Soulbind onto 2. The Disruptor ult is off the mark, but Divine Llama, he doesn't really get much out of this wall either. Vacuums out, trying to run away, but the damage from MNC is too much. Dark Mago can't TP away under this Exorcism. So a nice trade here potentially for Heroic, but can you get this Luna? Schofield comes back. TP and aggressive, a nice Echo Slam. Dawnbreaker trying to help the boy. Oh my gosh, the Blade Mail almost finds the kill. The Glimpse just what the damage! The 2 Moon Glaives, you're kidding me! Oh my god. That talent is absurd. He does 11,000 damage on the Luna in this fight.
Oh man, I can't believe what just happened. They chased for the Luna, which was a little scary, but the Echo, just as Dawnbreaker blinks in, gets the Dawnbreaker killed, and I thought they were going to get the Luna off of that Echo too, but good glimpse to remove the Exorcism, and then they're trying to get back to the Luna, and she just destroys them with Glaives and the Conda.
That was a 1,000 damage Lucent Beam onto the Death Prophet, and that was without the Glaives even bouncing. That was just straight up, it nuked her for 1,000 damage. That is a big problem now.
Yeah, I kind of hope Divine Llama goes straight for the blink. I feel like many of these fights are not starting off on their own terms, and once the Static Storm is out, it's like Static Storm and Roll are out, it's too hard to find what you need. I feel like they need to have a good smoke, have good wards, happen to catch the enemy somewhere, and then they jump initiate. And if they don't do that, I don't know, like all these fights just keep going towards a Starbacks.
Yor has also played super well in the Disruptor. Like, he has been playing on the edge of every fight, getting really good glimpses, really good kinetic fields. his Static Storm was like more of a zoning Static Storm last fight, but it made it, like you said, impossible for the Darkseer to go in and get the right angle. And
Yeah, you at least buy the time you need for like Luna to BKB or something. All right, with this Solar Crest.
Number 1.
Yep. I don't think they have to leave though if they don't want to.
They saw them behind them. They know about the high ground ward. They throw that Stroke of Fate there. We'll scout it out. They're going to run in aggressively here. Michael, they get the Echo on the Pangler, but a great cancel from Yor. Schofield, he's dead. Soulbind will catch 2 onto the backside. K1's got to get to work, but you've now got to deal with the BKB. Luna Analog trying to stand his ground as well, with the Rolling Thunder from Pango trying to chase him down. Glimpse will trap the Alchemist inside this kinetic field. He's going to stun himself. K1, oh, never mind, gets the stun out over to the Disruptor at the last second. Hold up, Heroic. They get a big win. They managed to take down the Pango on the backside.
I think they spent a little too long chasing the Death Prophet, who had Spirit Siphons going with the Whisper of the Dread, just shredding through while healing. Kept Alchemist out of the focus, so he just got to do, like, slowly add in the damage through the Radiance. Oh, his AC as well, I forgot. Buffing up the damage from Exorcism, helping out there too.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, I'm
attack.
looking at his death summary. It's like Death Prophet underneath BKB just followed him through his Rolling Thunder. It was like, yeah, I'm going to just chase you down. Like, I'm hasted during this, so you can't get away from me.
Dude, this is such a close game.
Play. It really is. 20 to 18, 1,000 gold advantage. It's so back and forth. It just comes down to these initiations.
Yeah, I thought the Static Storm save was going to be enough too with the Blink Echo on the Pango. I thought they were going to like kill the Pango at first. And it's like, oh no, he's not. Like, he's got to get the roll. They're going to win this fight.
He needs his Ags. He went for this Mage Slayer build, and I think he might be regretting that a little bit in terms of his damage output or kind of burst potential. The Mage Slayer is definitely helpful at reducing like the Alchemist damage as well as like Death Prophet in them, but he needs his Aghanim Scepter now. He will get to it.
It's just in the wrong neighborhood.
He's looking for a D ward, but he's not going to get it.
Oh, it's close. If he got to the low ground, maybe he had a shot. Luna, very close to her Scotty. That'll be a really powerful item.
That is a nice pickup. They see Analog here. Could they burst him with a lasso and Eclipse? Yeah, it's not even...
Absolutely.
It's not even close, dude. That's all you need. 3,000 damage from the Luna.
If Death Prophet does not have the Spirit Siphon plus BKBs going, I mean, she is dead, man.
Add Nemesis Curse onto that one, dude. That 12% bonus damage. Schofield, salivating at the thought. Wants to go for this Echo, but his team's not quite close enough.
I think Exorcism is a big part of their fight. I think they need her.
That's true.
Well, okay, if people TP away and you can find someone, that's okay. But
I feel like they have to be going Roche here, right?
This time. Yeah. With Death Prophet down, you know you're safe to do this. Gotti is done now. That's going to help prevent a lot of the Death Prophet healing as well. All right, this is going to be a tough fight coming up for Heroic. Luna's been tough enough to kill once, let alone twice.
Schofield scouting. Maybe they're going to come through this twin gate, but nah. They're going to look for top, and honestly, I think with no fortification for another minute, they should be able to crack the tier 3 if they want it, but they might wait for this Pangalier's Ags.
I think that's a good call. I mean, you have 5 minutes on this Aegis. I mean, a little time gone now, but you don't have to rush into the high ground push right away.
Michael trying to play a little game of hide and seek, but sitting right under a ward, and Heroic's not going to give him the opportunity.
Is this the real...
They don't know that this is real. They're like, wait a minute. That's a lot of damage. And I mean, I have Scotty against the Death Prophet is also huge, reducing any of that Spirit Siphon healing.
Yeah, Death Prophet has bought a casual plate mail and is going to get a blink to even further choose when she jumps into the fight and can immediately drop 3 Spirit Siphons to keep her alive. But this makes it a little tough, like who's going to go in and initiate. Perhaps it is Schofield.
He's got a gem.
Scary.
They drop a sentry to scout him out. He's going for his Shadow Blade again, you know? He's
Is under attack.
playing a cheeky Earthshaker. Oh, they don't get the last this time. Dark Mega with a Rolling Thunder just going in. They will stun up the Alchemist. He's forced to BKB. Signs up the Luna. She gets the disjoint for the moment. Dark Mago's not really getting what he wants out of this Rolling Thunder. The fight very split, but they do get Exo out of it. So do you wait? A huge amount of damage. The last one comes out. They get onto Divine Law, but he drops the wall. It's doing so much work. The concoctions as well, just shredding the side of a Starbucks. Can the Luna get out of this one is the question. K1 is just chasing this Pangolier to death, and they will chain stun him down here with Schofield. They get him. Luna on her own. Up against Analog, trying her best to hold her ground, has a BKB, getting constantly feared, pops it, going for a TP, the Exo, it might be enough damage. So close! Woo! Very close. I mean, that's the fight you're looking for if you're heroic, a perfect combination.
The Luna replicas are doing so much damage.
It did 800 to Pango.
Ouch. All of these fights come down to the execution. It is so close between these two teams right now. The initial initiate by the Bat Rider trying to blink in, get a catch, just too short. Baits, you know, the enemy team to come in. I thought the Alchemist BKB was going to be like wasted by that roll. It looked like they were on the retreat, but then they see 3 heroes walking up the high ground. They're like, oh, this is perfect. Just vacuum wall them. And they just turn around and take that fight.
Man, it's really scary too when you get vac walled and Grimstroke just soul binds the Luna to another hero and you're like, uh-oh. We actually just can't get out of this. You know, like that Luna illusion, no matter how many times we kill it, is gonna keep respawning.
Dude, I want to see a Grimstroke Ags. Just keep making copies of this Luna.
I mean, K1's queued it up. He might just give it to the Grimstroke.
great.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
you give it to Divine Llama, right? Either way,
either one's
the
pretty
normal
good.
punch or the Dark Portrait are very good.
I feel like give it to KJ, one, to have options so that like you could get the wall replica or the Dark Portrait in case like one hero gets killed, like you have the other option for a Luna illusion. But also Grimstroke actually bought the blink, so might have an easier time making sure. Oh, actually Divine Llama's also got his, so
Yeah,
maybe either way is fine. Oh, they see? Do they know this is the real one?
I know it's real. The smoke popped here. K1 goes in. MNC with a really fast BKB.
Fisher just on the wrong side.
Oh, MNZ stuck in the
Divine
wall
Llama?
again. Needs to be careful. The save's coming through, though, from Sacred. Once again, they're turning attention over to Analog. But MNZ's on the run. He is very far away. Sacred's got to get out of here. A nice static storm, but the BKBs come out immediately from Heroic. They're chasing down this Dawnbreaker. She's dead. Luna, next on the chopping block, pops the Satanic, but another Fissure from downtown, saved by a Glimmer Cape at the moment, has a Manta to try and escape, but will he be able to self-stun from the Alk? He can't find the target. The Echo from Schofield. The patient man once again rewarded. He is so good at this hero.
This 70 seconds, no Dawnbreaker, 80 seconds, no Luna. I mean, you might be able to get a set. You can at least get all the fortifies out. So you're gonna take this tier 2.
Dude, I mean, you can go more. They're gonna find out. He just bought a Satanic. He cannot get to a Dawnbreaker and Disruptor on buyback cooldown.
All right, first fortify. Oh, Disruptor is cutting the creep wave though. Okay, nice. Okay, so they're counter fortifying to try to keep it alive.
They've got a full wave here. Batrider can't kill these either.
Flame break. Missed the range creep though. Range creep's still alive. Hero range creep, letting him finish this off. And now they go get the tier 2 mid. And there's no fortify. Oh, there's one more fortify, but I don't know. Do you use it here? I guess so. If you use it here and it kills everything, you might be able to buy enough time for the heroes to come back.
Radiant structures are
I mean, it's got to kill these catapults.
Radiant's
It
middle tower is
should, yeah. Oh, wait.
One last one?
Did it miss?
Radiant's middle
Or did it just
No,
go
I
to the
think
other
it just-
heroes?
I think just prioritize the other heroes.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
All
Okay,
right,
well, they're
very
going to get
nice.
out anyways because it did buy enough time that they'll back out. And they're going to find a amplified damage rune if they look for it.
Yeah, he was about to TP and someone, I think, pinged it. Aghanim Scepter number 1 goes to Divine Llama, so normal punch is online. It's another initiation tool outside of having to commit
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
too heavily, I guess, like without having to commit wall or anything. Schofield, oh, he actually just blocks off MNZ completely. I just realized he doesn't have his shard. What the heck? That's like, I really expected Schofield to have his shard this game.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Not sure why he chose the other items, but I mean, it's working out. Can't complain.
All right, amplify damage gets scouted. They bottle it up on the Death Prophet. Suddenly a 9,000 gold lead for Heroic, and I mean, this is the thing about the Dawnbreaker where I'm just a little unsure, right? It's like these all-in fights. If you just have like an Aghanim Scepter, maybe that's enough to keep your whole team alive because it gives you like 60% evasion, right, for everyone in the area. Healing through some of the initial like damage from the Vac Wall or from this Alchemist or from the Earthshaker. If you're not the one getting caught, you might be able to like sustain your team through it.
Yeah, I think they weren't quite able to find what they were hoping to with this Dawnbreaker, which is like the laning stage was okay, but then didn't really see that like, oh, max farm efficiency and also show up and win all the fights with Solar Guardian. Felt like the couple that they joined is like, jumping into a vacuum wall, you know, and then an Echo slams here, Exorcism's running in, right? It's a very scary time to jump in, and the time it takes is also a big factor, right? I think a more straightforward initiator might have been able to help this super farmed Luna a little bit more. They are going to get this Roche uncontested, but they're going to have to trade away their mid barracks for it. It is the Aghanims. Let's see who they'll put this on.
I feel like this is one of those kind of you need to do this. I don't think you can give them
Radiant's bottom
Aegis,
tower is under
like
attack.
cheese and Ags on
Radiant's
Heroic.
bottom tower has fallen.
But it costs you 2 lanes of, it costs you an extra lane of barracks in your bottom tier 2 tower. Pango.
Ooh, okay,
who's he
Disruptor
giving the
Ags.
Ags to? It went to Disruptor. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
a good
this
one.
could be, yeah, if you get caught off guard by this, you don't BKB, for example, death sentence. But you should suspect it. You know that one had Ags. You know Disruptor's is really good. We'll get their own Tormentor for now. Who doesn't have theirs right now?
Shaker.
That's true. Divine Llama also missing his.
I think either are pretty decent.
Dire's middle tower.
Obviously, I
is
think
under
you'd
attack.
prefer Shaker to get it. It goes to Divine Llama. Unlucky. Further increasing his buyback cost. All right.
Dire's middle
MNZ's
tower
queued up
is
a rapier. Honestly, I think this is just the play. You do have to just hope that you can kill them. Darkseer Illusions, they don't gain bonus damage, right? They don't get the rapier or anything, do they? I don't think so. I mean, I shouldn't ask you that question. I didn't ask that question. Everyone forget that I asked that question.
No, I'll admit my faults, but there's some like weird interactions where like some stuff is like base damage, some stuff's total damage, and the more Dota like adds things and patches things, it gets harder and harder to keep up with all of it. Chat, I'm sure, is informing everyone else of the correct answer for sure. We're definitely not getting both answers in chat at this time.
I mean, they just get a bunch of like they just get 20% bonus damage, which I think is like where that plus damage calculation comes from. We'll have to see. I'm gonna try and see him like normal punch at an illusion or something from the Luna and see what the numbers are. But my gut feeling is no.
I don't
I
think
feel like
so
that would be
either.
too much.
Smoke up. She's got her Divine Rapier. She just dropped it on the floor for a bit there. That's pretty scary.
So, obviously you want to have BKB for the first fight here, but they are set up under a very good ward from Heroic. This is a great read from them. As Michael, under his own gem, gonna start scouting. His smoke's gonna pop. He knows they're here somewhere. He gets the blink out. All right. He's like, something's up here. Re-smokes with the ninja gear. MNZ, his smoke pops again. He's gonna re-smoke with a ninja gear. What a cool item this is. Very glad that this one exists.
At least he can't backpack it nowadays.
Yeah,
Alf
true.
popped his ult on that initial smoke break, expecting a fight. With nothing actually happening, they're all gonna get out now.
Dude, imagine they just catch them at the high ground here. All right,
It says he
222
gave
plus
an axe to
96. I want to see what Divine Llama gets here.
Oh, he gave it to Darkseer, right? I thought he gave another one. Is he working on another one? No, on Abyssal. Good fissure.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Luna's trying to sneak her way in here. It's making me nervous.
All right, well,
Look at that damage.
I mean, Divine Llama, he's looking for his normal punch opening. It kicks her to the other side of the fissure, though. He's okay for now. But yeah, like you said, the damage from the Luna can be pretty scary here. You got to be very
These
careful.
barracks are going to melt with the glaives.
And they're going to jump in again. Normal punches are back. They get the perfect disruptor ult, but he gets knocked out on the Alk, pulls him back in. Can they finish the job? The Static Storm is there, but the BKBs, they're coming out. Luna, her BKB not up at the moment. K1's going to make it out, but Analog gets shredded. Buybacks coming out from the side of Heroic. KJ falling low, but you've got to get out. The Darkseer wall is down. Michael's dead. K1 executes the disruptor. Sacred trying to find an opening, but might regret that one. Makes his way up onto the high ground. Has a blade mail, but you are not escaping this Alchemist.
This will be a dieback.
3 dead on the side of a Starbucks. They're maybe baiting on the Pango. MNZ is here. Needs to be careful. K1, he's got not a lot left. There's going to be the normal punch. Doing some work. Does manage to clean them up. Dude, this Trickster Cloak doing huge work here. Keeping this Alchemist out of vision. They have a roll up again. Dark Migo's going through. They're going to be able to try and keep K1 down. He does get the ultimate off just in time. Buyback from the Death Prophet, though. Analog wants to get active. Jump in from Schofield. They manage to chain stun down the Luna. The Rapier's going to hit the deck. It's into the hands of the Alchemist and Dark Migo on the backside. He's 1v4. Beautiful vacuum back here from Divine Llama and Heroic. They want this game.
I think they may have done it. You're going to run it down. 2 buybacks, but there's no more Divine Rapier on this Luna. I think they'll just force the end, but I suppose they could get Megas to play it safe. K1 looks like he's heading down to the Megas. He's got the Divine. He probably has time for both, actually.
They're going to buy back on Pango.
One.
Luna, like you said, does have hers, but without a Divine, a little bit scared.
Got a second
Michael
Alchemist,
has to hit some sick lasso.
Aghanims.
Radiant's bottom
Give it to Grimstroke.
Protected by the Lotus.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
They got Schofield. Oh, instant Static Storm out to 2. Luna, she's trying to come in, close the gap. They need to finish off Schofield first, and they do. He's dead. K1, the BKB. It's going to allow him to get away for now. The Vac wall already thrown. But the Mega Creep secured. Dark Migo's trying to get away. They glimpse back. K1, he's stuck inside the statics, or inside the kinetic field. Rolling Thunder coming through. They might reclaim their Divine Rapier, and they do.
He denies himself.
Oh, you're kidding me. That's quite funny. Well, Mega
Well, at least you got the
Creep's
Divine.
down.
That's the bigger prize there.
Oh boy, we got a game. They committed 4 buybacks in this last fight from Heroic. Alchemist, the only one with a buyback left in this game.
Maybe it's time to get his own. The evasion from Radiance has been helping him a lot versus Luna, though.
Yeah. Oh man, this is intense. 45 minutes.
Luna's really good at dealing with Mega Creeps. As you see, literally not a problem for her whatsoever.
You have
They have
Dawnbreaker
a
that can join as
Dawnbreaker to
well.
help split push, yeah. So that's really helpful for them here. And Luna is a hero who could actually just attempt to end the game here. They're going to try to at least force the buyback, but the retreat might be really dangerous.
if you happen to get a Static Storm onto one of these heroes,
Middle barracks.
Before their
is massive.
BKBs.
yeah,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like they want to play it
last
safe.
fortification.
They
No,
just
they're
wanna
going to your force.
Oh, yeah. Once that
They
Fortify
force it.
came out.
They want vision. They're going to buy back here on the Alk. They're going to hold. You're still hiding on the backside. BKB forced out from the Luna, but the tier 4s are falling and fast. K1 goes in. Static Storm, where is it? It gets dropped. In comes the Dawnbreaker, but MNZ, he's in trouble. Oh, pulled back beautifully into the wall from Divine Llama. He's trying his best to survive, but Schofield's just dunked on him. GG comes out, and Heroic will be your winners. What a series, man. This was so sick.
Dire victory.
Man, Heroic had to fight their way back into that. It's so many big ultimates. The illusions of